Lotshani umthwakazo omuhle siyalamukela njalo kwesinye isiqephu sethu sezindaba umsakazo we-Citizens Movement Radio namhla ngoLwesine eziyisi-7 kuNcwabakazi ngomnyaka ka-2025 indaba lezethulelwa ngikhethiwe Chuma. Naze sihamba phambili namhlanje. Umhlonishwa uThimba ukhuluma ngokuvinjwa kwabathengisayo lapho athi kakwenziwe indlela ezivumela ukuba abantu benze amabhizinisi njalo ngokuqashwe abantu. Inhlanganiso ye-NPA chaya indiva inkohlakalo eyenziwa nguChivayo lapho belisana le mali ezihamba ngokungekho emthethweni. Ilunga ledale lephalamende leChinoyi livula ibholokho lokufundela elitsha. Nanzi indaba zethu ngokugcweleyo. Isiphathamandla sebandla eliphikisayo kanti njalo wayengungqongqoshe kuhulumende womanyano umhlonishwa uJemerson Thimba usewaphosela elakhe ilizwe mayelana lesinqumo sikahulumende sokuvimba abantu kuba bathengise ebusuku kanye lokuthengiswa kwempahla ezindala. Uye wakhuluma lo msakazo we-Citizens Movement Radio. Umhlonishwa uThimba uthi uhulumende kumele enze indlela ezivumayo kuba kube lamabhizinisi njalo kube le ndlela zokuqasha abantu ukuze kuqedwe indaba yokuthengisa. Uye wangezelela ukuba ukulalelwa komthetho ukuqeda inkohlakalo kanye lokulandelwa kwesisekelo sombuso okuza kwenza uhulumende alandele lezi zinto kuza kudala indlela enhle kwezemabhizinisi. Umhlonishwa uThimba uthi ukusebenzisa amandla ukuba kuqedwe lolu dubo akuzi kuqeda lutho ikakhulu emadorobheni. Ake simzweni ekhuluma.
There is one sure way of ending night vending in the CBD and removing touts from our ranks. The first step is to create a conducive environment for business to create employment by reinstating the rule of law, ending corruption, respecting the Constitution, and instilling a culture of constitutionalism in the country. In addition, there is need for government policy predictability and consistency. The second step is to invest in a safe, affordable, and accessible public transport system. Anything else, including the use of button sticks to clear our streets, is an exercise in futility.
Imbuzo isilethiwe mayelana lenhlanganiso ye-National Prosecuting Authority le echaya indiva ukuba ibophe uWicknell Chivayo ohamba ehaza imali yonke indawo esephula umthetho wokuhanjiswa kwezemali. Kuliviki inhlanganiso ye-NPA ithe qhubekela phambili ngokubopha labo abashushumbisa imali ngaphandle kwelizwe ngemva kokuba kubotshwe isinye isiphathamandla senye inkampani lapho sishushumbise imali engange 7.6 million edoleni leMelika. Omela imbizo edale lephalamende umhlonishwa uKhobani Matsibanyika uye watshela umsakazo we-Citizens Movement Radio ukuba inhlanganiso ye-NPA kumele iphenyisise labo ababandakanyekayo kudaba olwakhishwayo ngokushushumbisa kwegolide kanti njalo nxa beleqiniso ukuba bafuna ukulungisisa ukuhanjiswa kwezemali. Ake sizweni umhlonishwa uMatsibanyika ekhuluma.
According to official sources from the National Prosecuting Authority, Zimbabwe is losing close to 2 billion annually as a result of illicit financial flows. That is illegal transfer of money from Zimbabwe. It's either through smuggling, through transfer pricing, as well as through illegal transfer of money from this country. What disappoints me the most is that the National Prosecuting Authority has dismally failed to clamp down on illicit financial flows, despite the mounting evidence of systemic corruption and the financial misconduct, especially, and I want to underline, especially by high-profile individuals. It is so alarming, it is so unacceptable that individuals like Wicknell Chivayo, a man with a long shadow of chronic corruption allegations, he continues to parade lavish donations and mostly in hard currency We've seen millions being donated, thousands being donated to individuals, and that person is seemingly immune to any scrutiny. So at a time when the majority of Zimbabweans are reeling under economic hardship, they are living in abject poverty, the conspicuous wealth of politically connected elites is not only an insult to public dignity, it is also an insult to public intelligence. It is also an insult to the intelligence of this nation. It is also glaring, a glaring indictment of institutional failure of this current government. The silence and inaction of the National Prosecuting Authority in the face of overwhelming public evidence, particularly from internationally respected investigative reports, such as the Al Jazeera Gold Mafia expose, such as the Senris findings, it raises serious questions about the institutional independence, its integrity, as well as its commitment to justice. So you will find that these reports, particularly the reports from the Gold Mafia expose, the reports from the Senri, in a large scale, these reports, they have named individuals which are involved in large-scale money laundering, who are involved in large-scale smuggling, who are involved in a chronic state capture. Yet there are no visible investigations or prosecutions that have followed these people. It is so fundamentally clear that this failure is not only a merely bureaucratic, it is a criminal negligence on the part of the NPA and the government in general. The National Prosecuting Authority's dereliction of duty, it actually shows that Zimbabwe is allowed to bleed billions of revenue through illicit financial flows while they protecting those who sabotage the economy for personal gain. So you find that the failure by this government perpetuates a culture of impunity. It perpetuates or undermines the rule of law and trust in the justice delivery system. So I vehemently and blatantly request the National Prosecuting Authority to take center stage and investigate properly individuals named in the Gold Mafia. Investigate properly the case of individuals named in the same reports. For that matter, therefore, the NPA cannot continue to serve as a shield for the politically connected while the nation suffers. Zimbabwe deserves a justice system that defends the people, not the elite. So the term for selective prosecution must come to an end, and the law must be applied equally with regardless of status, regardless of race, regardless of color, regardless of political affiliation.
Omela ichinoyi edale lephalamende umhlonitshwa uLeslie Mwanga wenza lokho akuthembisa abantu ngezentuthuko. Namhlanje isiphathamandla sebandla eliphikisayo njalo elilunga ledale lephalamende uye wavula ibholoho lokufundela lelo alinikeze isikolo seKubathana Secondary School. Leli bholoho lakhiwe ngemali ye-Constituents Development Fund. Ikhansila lebandla eliphikisayo uBrian Ncube kaWard 5 eNyaminyami kweleKariba usewafaka ubulembu beStarlink esikolo saseMalembeja Primary kanye leSt Michael's Primary School. Ukhansila uNcube uye watshela umsakazo weCitizens Movement Radio ukuba le indawo ayenelisi ukuba abantu baxhumane ngenxa yokuswelakala kobulembu, yikho nje efake iStarlink ukuze asize umphakathi wakuleyo ndawo ukuze baxhumane labanye bonke kuzwelonke jikelele. Uye wathi kuqakathekile ukuba baxhumane ebulenjini njengoba izakhamizi sezizakwenelisa ukuba zibike lapho kungahambi khona okungabi lobudlelwano obuhle phakathi kwabantu kanye lenyamazana zendle. Usomlomo webandla eliphikisayo uPromise Mkhwananzi usememezele ukuba kusetshenziswe indlela ezavunywa inhlanganiso ye-SADC ngemva kokuba behlolisise ngokhetho olwayenzakalayo ukuze kutshintshwe kwezokhetho. UMkhwananzi uye wathi u-Emmerson Mnangagwa ubukhokheli bakhe kabukho emthethweni ngoba kakukho inhlanganiso leyodwa eyavumayo ukuba unqobile kulolu khetho okugoqela inhlanganiso ye-SADC. Kusenjalo, ohlaziya ngezepolitiki uSimba Mukori uthi ibandla eliphikisayo kumele lifune utshintsho kwezokhetho khona maduze bangaze balinda ukuba kube lukhetho oluzayo bese bekhala ngokuba baqiliwe. Ake sizweni uMkori ekhuluma.
Indeed, allow me to reiterate the submissions that we have always made with regards to elections in the country, that the opposition must unite and must galvanize and mobilize the citizenry to demand the electoral reforms now than waiting for elections to be done and then to dispute the elections and then complain about rigging. We all know that elections in Zimbabwe over the past years have always been disputed. There have always been electoral irregularities that have been noted, even by the SADC observer missions and many other European Union observer missions and the other independent electoral observers. You've also noted that the elections in Zimbabwe have always been skewed in favor of the ruling party. And it is because the playing ground is not leveled. There are no fair and credible elections that are done in Zimbabwe. And these issues must be addressed now rather than waiting for the elections to be done and then complain and cry about it. This is our encouragement to the opposition that they must right now take the opportunity to advocate and agitate for electoral reforms that ensures that the landscape for elections is leveled and that there is a fair playing ground. We cannot continue to have the same cycle over and over, even in the years to come. In the past years, we have always experienced this situation where the majority of our people are disenfranchised because of irregularities in terms of the voters' roll. We have had situations whereby there's intimidation and violence rampant during elections. We've also witnessed a situation whereby the media freedoms are not properly regulated, and we have always seen that the state broadcaster always ensures that the ruling party is much more favored than the opposition political parties. And there's always issues with regard to media, to freedom in matters with campaigns. And these issues are issues that must be addressed. Everything that has to do with elections must be addressed, and this can only be done by electoral reform. And the opposition must have the best interest of the people of the country, and must take upon themselves the role and responsibility to advocate for reforms. We call upon all peace-loving, democracy-loving, and progressive Zimbabweans, and headed by and fronted by the opposition, to demand electoral reforms now rather than later. We cannot continue to complain. We cannot continue to cry about rigging when we definitely have got ample time and adequate time to fight for reforms that ensures that elections become very fair, credible, and are accepted by all parties concerned.
Omunye wamatitshala eMtare kanti njalo elwela amalungelo ezemfundo uPrudence Mazwitha Sauriri osehlale ephose inyanga ejele evalelwe engelakho ukuba athole isibambiso useyewaphiwa isibambiso semali engangama300 edoleni leMelika yinkantolo ephezulu izolo. Umsekeli kanobhala jikelele wenhlanganiso ye-ATOS uMnyaradzi Musiwa usamukele lesi sinqumo sokuba aphiwe isibambiso unkosazana Sauriri, kodwa uye wasola uhulumende ngokungananzeleli amalungelo abantu okuba bavunyelwe ukuba benze impikisho. Uye wathi uhulumende kumele alungisise inxushunxushu ekhona kugatsha lwezemfundo phambi kokuba ibophe abazali abadinga ukuba kulungisiswe lokhu. Ake sizweni uMasiwa ekhuluma.
We are witnessing a serious crisis in Zimbabwe, a crisis of oppression, a crisis of barbarism, a crisis of state apparatus who don't want to see progressive citizens voicing out their feelings towards education. There is no nation that was built through arresting each other, through torturing each other, through keeping people in remand, in pre-trial or remand, without them giving a fair hearing or a fair procedure. Besides, protesting is constitutional. People must express their voices, people must express their feelings. We strongly condemn keeping a woman, keeping a parent in prison in the name of Prudence Sauriri Mazvita, who was kept in prison for 37 days just for demanding that the state must put in place state-funded education so that sons and daughters of the poor have an opportunity to learn, have an opportunity to access quality education the same way those who are from rich background access education. This has to be condemned. This must disappear from our face. We must not witness this in this century. This is time to engage. It's time to sit down and talk and discuss. I'm sure that we all agree that Zimbabwe is in ICTU when it comes to education. Zimbabwe really needs some serious solution, some serious intention of solving these challenges that we are witnessing. We need to have a political will to drive change in education. I will call upon all the parents, all the stakeholders to continue condemning the way at which issues of education are being treated, the way at which our education is being treated. We really need a new way of doing things. We really need a new attitude towards education. Otherwise, our education is going down and down until we are in a primitive season. We are not prepared to let this go unchallenged. We will continue challenging the injustices in education. We will continue demanding a state-funded education. We will continue demanding that teachers are treated with respect. Institutions of learning are treated with dignity. We are going to continue. We are going to continue to demand sanity to reign in education. We are going to continue demanding that people must step down. If a minister overstays in education, he starts doing things that are not expected to be done. People are being rotated from one ministry to another. We expected that Minister Torerai Moyo would come with some positives, but we have realized that already he is not doing enough. We really need change. He is a former teacher, and we expect him to have a positive attitude towards education.
Uhulumende uncindezela ukuqhutshwa komsebenzi emankampanini ezembiwa lapho sokuvele imbiko yokuba uhulumende kakabhadali imali emankampanini la imali okumele ibhadelwe ekuqaleni komnyaka. Amankampani la kumele abhadalwe imali engangama-30 ekhulwini ngemali yeZIC, kodwa kuze kube manje uhulumende kakababhadali, okusho ukuthi nxa sebeyithola leyo mali izabe isidliwe intengo yemali. Isikhwicamfundo kwezempilakahle uDokotela uSydney Mukonoweshure usekhuthaze izakhamizi ukuba zihlalahlale zicheke umkhuhlane we-BP kanye lomkhuhlane wetshukela. Uye wakhuthaza amankampani ukuba afake imali ekuthengeni imitshina ehlolisisa nge-BP kuzisebenzi zabo, okuzakwenza benqabele izisebenzi ezifela emsebenzini, kanti njalo kuzakukhuthaza ukuba izisebenzi zihlale zisazi ngempilakahle yazo. UDokotela Mukonoweshure uye wacebisa njalo abantu ukuba i-blood pressure nxa isithe yabakhona emzimbeni, umuntu kumele athathe imithi ukuze enqabele umkhuhlane womkhono kanye lokumelwa inhliziyo. Ake simzweni ekhuluma.
zvinhu zvatiri kusangana nazvo zvinotyisa. Marizao dzatiri kusangana nawo evanhu vari kutofamba vachitoronga upenyu vane mabp ema200 over 110, sugars above 20. Let me just explain. So blood sugar must never go beyond a range almost of about 3.3 to 7.1. Asi unoona munhu ane shuga ye25 achifamba. Unoona munhu BP must never go above 140 over 90 generally. Unoona munhu ane BP ye200 over 110 achifamba. Let me explain. Yepazasi yamunoona BP ikadarika 90 yatokwira, ikasvika 100 it's now an emergency, ikasvika 110 kana ndiri doctor ndiri mukliniki ndandichimwa tea ndinofanira kutosiya kumwa tea yangu to attend to that patient because anything can happen any second. Nemunhu iye tsinga dzinoputika yatinoti pressure inonzi blood pressure yayo ipressure iri kufamba neropa. Zvino material yakagadzira tsinga dzinofamba neropa haigoni kuwithstanda pressure inodarika 140 over 90. So kana uchifamba ne-BP yako ye200 over 110 tsinga dzinogona kungoputika uchifamba. Ndopa ipa munonzwa kuti munhu akangokolapsa akadonha onzi akarwa nezvii zvakaroiwa. Iyo nyaya yokubhirivha muuroyi ndo yaita kuti tirambe tichingoexperience the same things over and over again without anyone stopping to say naidwe tozvatiri kungopera the same way chiko zviri kuitika. Kune mhuri dzinofa the same way, anongokolapsa achifa achikolapsa achidonha, anonzi macardiovascular or cerebrovascular events. Itsinga dziri kuputika, hapana kana muroi kana one. Anyway, I don't know what needs to happen, but I would make a few suggestions. One, if you own a business or if you're a CEO at a company, don't go out and take a BP machine. It's at $35. Most of our shandi any machine and a BP above 140 over 90. You link them up to a doctor and get them started on treatment. You are saving lives. I'm saying this because you are literally sitting on a ticking time bomb. That person will collapse in your business, and then you now have to foot the bills and whatnot. But you can also save the life. Mishonga ye BP haidariki $5. Izhinji yacho haidariki $5. HCT inoita $1. Munhu otoka pakufa kuvigwa nekusada kumapirisi $1, $1 per month. Sugar is even worse. Sugar kana yadarika 7. Of course, kana uchangopedza kudya inokwira mchana kusvika kuma 8, 9, but inodzika below 7. Kana wafamba neshuga iri kuma 20, chine chichitika muropa rako ndechekuti shuga iyoyo inenge ichiita kunge acid. Pese payasvika iri kupisa. So pese panopfuura neropa inenge ichipisa. Chinotanga manerves. So ropa ndiro rinofanga richifidha manerves. Manerves ndoanofamba nemagetsi emuviri. Manerves anotanga kufa. So ndoenda chiveve kumakumbo, chiveve mumaoko. Kana akatoniteerera izvo zvava kuzvizwa zvinhu zvandikutaura. BP neshuga yacho zvinokonzera chiveve mumaoko, chiveve mumakumbo. Next was zvinogonwa kuitika ndezvekuti maziso anotanga kusaona zvakanaka. Nokuti kuseri kweziso uko kune inonzi retina iriko, kune tsinga dziriko dzinozvimba, dzinotsva, dzinogona kuzokonzera kuti retina yacho idetach. BP, sugar, zvese zvinokonzera kusaona zvakanaka. Munhu akasaona zvakanaka anodii? Woyo wamhanya paoptician. Optician uya angopa maglazi. Munhu unoswera achingopfeka maglazi, achichinja maglazi, but problem haasi maglazi, problem ishuga neBP. The other organs dzinotargetwa nezvirwere zviviri izvi, brain, heart nemakidneys. Ukaenda munoitwa kidney dialysis, vazhinji vakagara imomo vanhu vane shuga neBP dzisina kurapwa. Bedwe zvinhu totofira zvinhu zvakapusa kudai, totofira zvinhu vana mai vedu vangasaenda kuchikoro vaingoudzwa kuti une BP imwe HCT, vakamwa HCT dzavo vakararama upenyu hwavo hwese. Iwe nekungwara nechikoro chese chauinacho ndiwo uri kusora uchitenderera uchitsenga midzi neBP ye200 over 110 unofa. It's that simple. Shuga dzamufamba nadzo idzi ndinomwa mvura, ndomwa zvakazodai, veduwe musaita zvokutamba nechizvakaita sediabetes. Diabetes inokuuraya, inokonzera kidney failure, inokonzera anonzi silent heart attacks. Unoita heart attack isina kana pain, mwoyo unenge uchitopera. Ndosa wakufema kungendero, uchifemera padenga, uchiuraya mwoyo wako, mwoyo unozvimba neBP. Ukafamba pano neapa wakutonzwa kutorwadziwa. Handisi kutobatsirana sei, asi kuda tikatangirana mumabasa nemumachechi. Vafundisi, please, I'm still not too tired. I don't feel mahara. Kutoswera mtenda kumafuneral kwa nguya yamwari yanga yakwana. Hapana nguya yamwari yanga yakwana. Please, ngatibatsirane.
Kwelagana kubhubhe iziphathamandla zikahulumende eziyisishiyagalombili okugoqela ongqongqoshe ababili abalahlekelwe izimpilo zabo ngemva kokuba indizamtshina bebehamba ngayo iwile. Ongqongqoshe ababili ababhubhileyo ngungqongqoshe okhangela ngezokuvikela kwathi omunye ngokhangela ngezokuqhutshwa kokuhlalisana. Amazwi enduduko ayaqhubeka ukungena kulelo lizwe kanti njalo umongameli u-Advocate Nelson Chamisa laye usethumele awakhe amazwi enduduzo kubantu baseGhana. Usomlomo webandla eliphikisayo uPromise Mkhwananzi namhlanje uye wakhipha inkulumo lapho athi bame ndawonye labantu baseGhana ngemva kokulahlekelwa kwabo. Ke sikhangele kwezemidlalo bekulusuku lwesibili emidlalweni weChan lapho abaseTanzania bethole amaphuzu apheleleyo ngemva kokuba benqobe iMauritania 1-0. IBurkina Faso yona iye yanqoba iCentral Republic 4-2 ukuze labo bathole amaphuzu abo apheleleyo okuqala kule imidlalo. Namhlanje ilizwe laseZambia liza kudlala leDR Congo bese kusithi iAngola yona iza kudlala leKenya. Emidlalweni yokuzwisisana edlalwe izolo kusihlwa, iVillarreal iye yanqoba iArsenal 3-2 e-Emirates Stadium emagolini avele kuNicolas Pepe, u-Eta Eyong kanye loDanyuma. I-Arsenal yona iye yathola amagoli ngalowo musha osanda kuthengwa uChristian Nougat kanye loMartin Odeja ngemva kokuba bewise uMax Doman ebhokisini. Ukuziphetha lezi indaba kumsakazo weCitizens Movement Radio naze bezihamba phambili. Umhlonishwa uThimba ukhuluma ngokuvinjwa kokuthengisa lapho wathi uhulumende kumele ayenze indlela ezivumayo ukuba kwenziwe amabhizinisi njalo kuqhashwe abantu. Inhlanganiso ye-NPA ichaya indiva inkohlakalo eyenziwa nguChivayo eshushumbisa ngezemali. Ilunga ledale lePhalamende Emela Ichinoyi uye wavula ibholoho elitsha. Siziphetha lapha lezi indaba.